Hi, welcome to Bundu Fundis. My name is Murray, and today we're at this little pond. I want to introduce you to the foam nest frog. So we're just outside of Hluhluwe, South Africa. As you look across this pond, it's a seasonal pond. And that means that it would have been dry during the winter months, and then when the rains came in summer, it would have filled up. Just a perfect habitat for a southern foam nest frog. In fact, as you look across the pond, you might see a white ball of foam hanging off a branch. Let's go and have a look. The secret lives of the foam nest frog is a fascinating story. When the female gets ready to lay her eggs, she'll come near a pond and she'll listen out for the nicest sounding guy, connect with him, and they will literally connect. The male will climb onto her back in something called amplexus, and while no fertilization takes place, he'll massage her, and when she's ready and they found a suitable branch over a pond somewhere, she'll start creating her foam. But in the process, a whole lot of the other guys would have got quite interested in what's going on, and they'll actually come and join the male and the female in building up this foam nest. And as the female and the male southern foam frog go to find the right branch to lay their nest, many of the other males in the area would be intrigued at what's going on, and they too will come to the foam. And every time she goes down to the water and comes back up to the nest, there can be a new guy on the scene. And so as she lays her eggs into this nest, we can never be quite sure who the father is. It could be any one of the many males who have courted her over the years. And together, this one female with a whole following of males will carry on frothing up this foam into a lovely foam party, create their nest, and whoever happens to be in amplexus with her will fertilize the eggs as she lays them. Now you might be asking, what is this foam nest frog? What's the nest made of? And if you feel it, it actually feels all soft. This is a brand new nest. But it dries to a harder consistency, like dried out foam or styrofoam. Now the way that the female frogs produce this nest is to secrete a mucus from the oviducts, which they froth up with their back legs. The female will have to go down to the water every 15 minutes or so to replenish her water supply, and she'll come up and she'll froth this nest up. The males will help her as well, until she has this lovely nest. The eggs will hatch about 5 days after the female has laid the eggs, and the hatched tadpoles will stay in this nest for a few days and eventually just drop out of the nest into the water below. Obviously, if the pond has gone down, the tadpoles will fall out and die, but here the water level is right underneath the nest, and as the tadpoles emerge through this nest, they'll drop into the water and they'll swim away, probably about 1 centimeter long. Now what's fascinating about these nests, they've been here for the last 3 or 4 days. We've been watching them, and as I touch on the back here, it's quite hard, like styrofoam, maybe a very soft foam. But on the front here, it's still incredibly liquid. This is foam that was frothed up last night. The female will come back a few times and just make sure that this nest is well constructed. But while they're in this nest, they're safe from heat, they're safe from excess cold, they're safe from predators. This is just the loveliest, safest little nest that they could possibly be in. So here I have an old foam nest. You can see how it was attached to this branch. It would have been hanging over the water. I just want to show you the consistency. It is like a foam. See that? Here you can just see the remnants of the old egg cases. Looking inside here and opening it up a bit, you can see the little cavity where the eggs would have been laid. frogs. Here's one, if you can see this guy. The smallest little foam nest frog. Just looking to see if I can find any adult foam nest frogs. There are thousands of the smallest little foam nest frogs that have emerged from the tadpole phase, metamorphosized into little frogs. They are minute, half the size of your small fingernail. So here we have a fine specimen of a southern foam nest frog. See how incredibly camouflaged they are, hide themselves in the trees so well. Also known as grey tree frogs. They just hide so nicely against the bark. They'll spend the entire day there and go through to the pond in the evening to lay their eggs. 15 species of foam nest frogs through Africa. Just one of them found in South Africa. So as you're filming this, it's late afternoon now, the sun's just gone down. But if you find them early in the morning, they're actually a darker color. They are darker in the morning when they're absorbing the sun's heat. And as the day gets warmer, as it gets hotter, they begin to reflect the sun by turning a lighter color. Well adapted to deal with the heat. Can you see the little pads on its front feet? Little pads they use to cling onto the trees. One of the diagnostic features of this frog. Another one of the diagnostic features will be the horizontal pupil in the eye there. Just below the eye you'll see another round organ, that's called the tympanum. And that's how the frog hears. I'm sure we've stressed them out enough. Although he does look quite relaxed at the moment. You will be very relieved when you walk away. Thanks for joining us for Bundu Fundis. We hope that you have enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you next time. Cherie, why have you got mud on the lens? You dropped the camera in the mud?
Possibly. Oops.